Surprise! Yeah, I know, the spooky season is drawing to a close, but I had to get a horrifically bad scary movie thrown into the mix. I had to. So thank you, Paramount Plus. You really provided me with a stinker. Guys, my name is Zack. I love discussing all things cinema and entertainment, and I really appreciate you guys clicking on this thumbnail today. I really hope you enjoy your stay, because dear God Almighty, on deck today we have Paranormal Activity Next of Kin, or Paranormal Activity 7, for those of you paying attention. Yes, this is in fact the latest installment in one of Paramount's most profitable franchises of all time, which curiously has not found its way into cinemas and instead has been thrown onto Paramount Plus. I think that's very telling. Strange events plague a documentary filmmaker and her crew when they visit a 200-year-old farm in Amish country to trace her family lineage. Like, this is a pretty easy review, isn't it? Christ almighty. Okay, let me preface my thoughts on Next of Kin by saying this. The first Paranormal Activity film was one of those scary movie nights I've alluded to in past videos. I had them growing up with my dad all the time, and I thought that first film was fine. It didn't necessarily, like, pique my interest or anything. I personally did not find Paranormal Activity all that freaky. But for what it was, that first film in 2007 was fun. I do easily consider it the best Paranormal Activity movie that's out there. And I do believe that it was doing a lot of very inventive things with the found footage method. But here's the big thing about that original Paranormal Activity, guys. Very similar to John Carpenter's Halloween, that first film was shot on a shoestring budget. And I do mean minimal. $15,000 is how they made that first film. You heard me. $15,000. That is just remarkable. With what they were able to accomplish with just 15 grand, it's astounding to me. And I gotta admire Paranormal Activity for what it was able to accomplish with that low of a budget. And lo and behold, that original movie from 2007 is still the most profitable movie ever made. In the worldwide box office, guys, get this, it returned $193 million. Do you hear me, guys? $193 million. That is ridiculous. So the movie studio was instinctively looking at these returns, and logically, they found a big brand new horror franchise to sink their teeth into. Boy, oh boy, did that turn out to be a creative mistake, because each sequel following the original 2007 film is all downhill in terms of quality. Next of Kin, unfortunately, continues that trend. Now, before I get into the big negatives, I should give this movie credit where it's due. I appreciate that the franchise was willing to go out into the countryside for a spell, and the actors in this movie, all relative unknowns, all do some decent work in this. But once the credits rolled, guys, what my thoughts boiled down to was simply this. That fucking sucked! I hate to say it, guys, but it's true. Next of Kin is, without a doubt, the most uninteresting scary movie you will sit through all year long. This is a movie that's not scary in the slightest, even with all the disturbing imagery they try to throw at you. If you're an animal lover, you will not appreciate a couple of scenes in this. I'll just leave it at that, and I'll leave it up to your imagination from there. And don't even get me started on this damn script, guys. All these characters were written so poorly. Every single character incompetent, especially with this mask thing. This movie was set in March of 2021, so in this universe, the COVID-19 pandemic is still raging on. Our heroes are picked up at an airport by someone who says something about having to wear a mask and everything, and then they're just running around with their masks off in uncharted waters. They don't know if the people living in this village have been vaccinated or not. Starting to see where I'm going with this? Now, despite your stance on masks and what have you, like, take that out of the equation for a second. But these characters do not have their health and safety at top of mind. Let's just say that. Aside from its setting, it doesn't bring anything imaginative to the found footage genre. The jump scares all feel uber forced. And to the characters, I mean, what characters? They're making a documentary about this main girl's ancestry in the rural countryside. okay? But a documentary is how every found footage movie not named Wreck is established. Those are always the given circumstances. Every time I come across a found footage movie, that's their excuse why someone has to carry around a camera. It's a documentary we're shooting. Like, I really wish they would have been a lot more imaginative. This film just feels so derivative of better movies that I've seen. And literally, guys, there are a couple of shots, especially as you get into this third act, copy and paste exactly like that haunting finale that you see in Wreck. I legitimately could not believe my eyes that they were being so blatantly obvious about this. Not to mention, the camera in this movie looks very much 4K Ultra HD, which, yeah, the film looks good. Whoop-de-frickin-do, right? But that just kind of demystifies the aura of a found footage film for me. You know what I'm saying? Next of Kin is a movie that does not feel raw or real like a Blair Witch Project or a Wreck. It feels very much Hollywoodized, which is ironic considering the franchise finally decided to step away from Hollywood as a setting for once. So guys, in case you couldn't tell, this is definitely one of 2021's weakest films. This script is so clumsy. The twists and turns are all massively predictable. The story just feels massively derivative to other better found footage movies like a Wreck. And it's a movie that legitimately feels like it was 94 minutes too long. I can't believe I'm saying this. I legit feel like I wasted my time. I'm gonna give Paranormal Activity Next of Kin an F. Truly one of the worst films of the entire year so far. Yes, it's got a few decent performances in there, but everything surrounding it just sucks. Humongously sucks. Now, this goes out to everybody who has Paramount Plus. This is definitely something you can skip. But this is all, of course, just my personal opinion. Do you guys disagree with me about Paranormal Activity Next of Kin? Feel free to sound off as much as you like down in the comment section below. And also, feel free to let me know if you watched the Paranormal Activity franchise, which one is your favorite? Is it the 2007 original? Probably will not be Ghost Dimension. But as you guys know, I love discussing all these topics in cinema and entertainment with you guys. And if you want to keep up to date on all these topics along with me, I would consider hitting that subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. It is absolutely 100% free to you guys. This channel is on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to reach that number very soon. And feel free to smash that thumbs up button on your way out. This is also really beneficial in helping me get this content out there. And as always, my friends, stay tuned for more exciting content hitting this channel very soon. Probably going to be talking about a lot better movies going into the month of November. I definitely want to check out The French Dispatch. My local movie theater just put Wes Anderson's new film up there. Not to mention Eternals, Marvel Studios' latest epic, Chloe Zhao, Academy Award-winning director. Let's freaking go. I can't wait. And also, just a fair reminder, all 11 of my Halloween reviews have been posted up to the channel. You guys helped me put that playlist together. I cannot thank you guys enough. That was super fun. So definitely lots of exciting things to look out for on this channel very soon. Much love, you guys. I cannot thank you guys enough for the support so far. With all that being said, back talk, commence.